Hello my dear students, this is your accounts class for the plus 1 class students. Today we will start new chapter goods and service tax. This is first part video lecture of this chapter goods and service tax. So listen carefully, it's very important and new term that have added before 2-3 years in 2018 session. It has included in the syllabus. So listen carefully, okay? Goods and service tax. Short form is, I think all of you have listened, GST, goods and service tax. What is tax? Simple. Before telling to GST, I would like to tell you about the tax. टैक्स क्या होता है? जो भी हमें फैसिलिटीज प्रोवाइड की जाती हैं, चाहे हम जब गुड्स परचेज करते हैं, कोई भी चीज व्हेन वी परचेज, देन वी हैव टू पे टैक्स ऑन दैट. दैट टैक्स विल बी डिपॉजिटेड टू द गवर्नमेंट बाय द बिजनेसमैन. Businessman will not keep this tax with himself. Businessman pay this tax to the government, collect from customer, then pay to the government. Before GST, there are so many indirect taxes were there that customer has to pay to the businessman. Entertainment tax is there, octroi duty is there, that when we purchase the goods, central sale tax is there, VAT is there, value added tax is there, so many taxes are there, separate taxes. Then we have to pay to the businessman and businessman deposit that tax to the government. So we divide the tax into two types, direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax, that when any person direct deposit to the customer, अगर किसी भी पर्सन का कोई टैक्स है, that will be deposited by that person to the government. So in this direct tax we include only income tax. अगर किसी भी पर्सन का इनकम टैक्स है, तो ऐसे तो नहीं होता कि when that person deposit that income tax to anybody, then that body deposit that income tax on behalf of that person. Not. Income tax deposit to the government by the person himself. Indirect tax means that tax we pay to the any businessman. For example, we are purchasing any cinema ticket, then we pay tax on that also. We pay tax to the that any from for whom we have purchased ticket. Then that ticket seller deposit that tax to the government. So that tax is indirect tax. So there are so many taxes are there. Some are related to the central government and some are related to the state government. Central government like service tax, बैंक से हम कोई भी सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, then service tax we will give to the bank. Central sale tax, excise duty. Excise duty means when we purchase the goods from state in our district, then while before entering in our district we have to pay the excise duty. In our state, when we are bringing from like we are purchasing assets from Punjab, then we have to pay the excise duty to central government. Like that tax we are paying to the state government. Entertainment tax are there. VAT, value added tax are there that we are paying to the government. So these tax are deposit to the state government. Purchase tax, the entry of any district, and excise duty we will pay at the entry of any state. Okay, so these tax, all the indirect tax are included in one tax that is known as GST, goods and service tax, that is applied on 1st July 2017 in India. This is based on the policy of one nation, one tax. In whole nation, now all these taxes are merged into one tax, GST, goods and service tax. Okay. So now student, we will discuss about the some GST rates, that what percent GST is collected from the customer by the businessman, then deposit to the government on the essential item, that necessary items, food, educational, electricity bill, no GST will be collected by the government. On that item, GST rate is 0%. For the common use items, that is 5%. Only you have to learn your knowledge, otherwise in question that rate is given. You have to give in question about the rate, that how much GST rate is there on that goods. For the 1 mark question, it can come. Standard rate on the mostly goods, standard rate of GST is 12%. But it cannot be exceed 18%. In mostly goods, standard rate is 12%. But any business they can 13, 14, 15. Okay. But maximum rate is 18%. Maximum GST standard rate is 18%. And on luxury item, including तंबाकू, कोई भी luxury item है, AC, car that we are purchasing, that are the luxury item, on that GST rate is highest, that is 28%. When any businessman purchase goods, then GST paid by the businessman to their supplier, that GST is known as input GST. That GST paid by the businessman on goods to the supplier, that businessman again collect from the customer, that paid GST is known as input GST. Now customer sold the goods to the businessman sold the goods to the customer, collect GST from customer, that GST received from customer is known as output GST. Input GST is not a expense of any business. Expense नहीं है ये. Expense वो होता है that we cannot recover. That we can recover, money can recover from that thing is known as asset. That input GST paid by the businessman, that GST will again received by the businessman from the customer when he sell goods to the customer. So input GST is a assets. And output GST, it's not an income. It will be not, these both items will be not shown in the profit and loss account. They will be shown in the balance sheet as a assets and liability. This output GST, what is output GST? It is collected from customer by the businessman while selling the goods, then deposit to the government. So this is the liability of any businessman. I will take one example. For example, any businessman purchase goods of rupees 1 lakh and GST rate is 12%. Then how much GST paid? GST paid is input GST. So input GST is 12,000. Then businessman sold these goods on profit. For example, businessman sold these goods on 1,25,000. Then businessman collect GST on 1,05,000. Rate will be remaining same, 12%. GST will collected by the businessman from customer. Then businessman deposit to the government not 15,000. Businessman deposit the difference of output and input GST. That amount will be deposited by the businessman to the government. So businessman paid to the government difference of output GST minus input GST. That 3,000 money will be deposited by businessman to the government. Then which entry will be passed for this transaction? At the time of purchase of goods, purchases account debit, we will pass a simple entry to bank account. Purchases amount is 1 lakh, but businessman will pay GST also with this. How much GST is? 12,000. This GST is input GST. To bank 1,12,000. When businessman sell the goods, then again bank account debit to sales. This entry we pass, but we will collect the amount of GST 15,000 also, that is known as output GST. We will receive total amount 1,25,000 plus 15,000, 1,40,000. For the sales, 1,25,000 and 15,000 will be credited to the output GST account. Now I am telling you GST again, that GST will be not that type of GST, which type of GST where that will come. Okay, only for your entry I am telling that only GST. Okay, after this topic I will tell you about that type of GST will come here according to the transaction. Now that difference of GST, output GST and input GST will be paid to the government, 3,000. For that, which entry will be passed? We have to close at the time of payment. We have to close these both account, output GST and input GST. Then which entry will be passed? Output, here output GST is credit. We have to, when we close this account, then this account will be debit. Output GST account debit 15,000. We will adjust that GST we have already paid to our supplier. That will be adjusted from output GST. For that, to input GST account 12,000 and difference of these both figure will be paid to the bank. For that we will credit the to bank account. So this entry will be passed for the payment of output GST to the government after adjusting the input GST. Okay? Yes, friends. Now we will discuss about the type of GST. Type of GST is depend on the type of transaction. There can be two type of transaction. When there is intrastate. What is intrastate? यानी एक ही स्टेट के बीच में. Like we take the example of Haryana state. We purchase goods from Hisar and sold to the any customer in Sirsa. So Hisar and Sirsa both are in same state. So this is a intrastate transaction. When there is an intrastate transaction, then two type of GST we will paid also and collect also. One is CGST. This is central goods and service tax that will pay to the central government. SGST, state goods and service tax that will be paid to the state government. These rates are same. 6%, for example, 6% of CGST and 6% of SGST. We will collect two type of GST from customer, and we will paid also. We have paid also that two type of GST to our supplier. That rate of both GST always remain same. If CGST is 6%, then SGST also 6%. Total we will pay 6 plus 6%, 12% GST. Okay. Now, third type of GST is IGST, Integrated Goods and Service Tax. What is integrated? When there is a interstate transaction. Interstate means when we purchase any goods from Punjab and sell in Haryana. So state are changed. This is a transaction between one state to another state. Then we will paid also at the time of purchase integrated GST, input also and output also. Okay. So this tax will depend, this also divided between the central and state government according to their prescribed rate. Okay. So at the time of transaction, when purchase are there, we will pass entry purchases account debit, input CGST account debit, input SGST account debit to bank. For example, we have purchased goods of 1 lakh, 6,000 we will pay this, 6,000 we will pay this, total 1,12,000 we will pay. This is a intrastate transaction. This is given in the question, that purchaser state is also given and seller state is also given to you. Okay. So that you can decide that you will charge CGST, SGST or only IGST. If there is transaction interstate, then we will pass purchases account debit, input IGST account debit to bank. 1 lakh. What is the rate of IGST? IGST rate is equal to the CGST plus SGST rate, always. If these are 6%, then IGST is 12%. If these are 8%, then it is 16%. Okay? 2 bank, 12,000 and 1 lakh, 12,000. Fine. One thing you should remember, that if because of any reason we will return these goods, out of this businessman have purchased of goods of rupees 1 lakh, that out of which goods of rupees 20,000 was not according to the sample, then that was returned to the supplier. For that, generally we are passing entry, that which entry we will pass for the purchase return. For the purchase return, we will pass the entry of that supplier name is given to you, supplier account debit to purchase return. We have returned the goods of rupees 20,000. When we return the goods, we will credit the purchase return account and we will credit the input GST account also will be credited with the purchase return account. Okay? You will not credit the at that time output GST. Okay? When we return the goods, then we will credit the purchase return and input CGST and input SGST also will be credited with that. ये भी तो कम होगा ना, अगर हम goods return कर रहे हैं, then GST also will be less. 6% of this, it will come 1,200 and 1,200. Total, how much money we will take back from the supplier? 22,400. Fine. Like in the entry of sale return also, which entry we will pass for the sales return? Sales return account debit to our customer account. That name is given to you because you know that sales return and purchase return, always in the credit transaction amount will be not paid back at the time of return. So when any return goods to us, then sales return account debit, and at the time of sale we have credit the output GST, then output GST will be debit. For example, it's IGST, then we will debit the output IGST. Okay? So note down all these entries, understand them carefully. If any problem will come, then you can ask from me. Okay? So students, today we have discussed about the GST topic, meaning and entries related to the GST, rates, types of GST. So your homework is that you have to read out all these topics from your book. Okay? In next lecture, we will discuss about some numerical questions related to GST. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.